Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're jumping straight into a massive, rapidly developing situation that has abruptly thrust the Middle East right back into the global spotlight. We're talking about the sudden and severe spike in tensions between Iran and the United States. So let's unpack the reported facts step by step to really understand the dynamics at play here.
The sheer scale of the reaction we're seeing right now is honestly staggering. Reports of direct military actions and urgent diplomatic warnings are sending immediate ripples across international borders. It has quite literally put the entire globe on high alert.
Section 1. The Spark. Let's look at the military action.
All right, so according to recent reports, the United States has carried out military operations targeting sites linked to Iran. This definitive, physical move serves as the primary catalyst for the escalating situation we're examining today.
And almost immediately, in response, Iranian officials issued direct warnings of their own. They stated they are, quote, prepared to respond if further attacks occur. Now, this isn't ambiguous diplomatic speak. It is a very clear statement of readiness to retaliate.
When you look at the U.S. military operations right alongside Iran's explicit warnings, a highly dangerous tit-for-tat dynamic emerges. It's a classic escalating feedback loop, and experts fear it could easily spin into a wider, completely uncontrolled conflict.
Moving to Section 2. Responses and diplomatic pleas.
To halt this cycle, the international community is absolutely scrambling right now. We're seeing widespread urging of restraint by world leaders, urgent calls for diplomatic solutions over force, and intense, round-the-clock monitoring of developments, just desperately trying to prevent a wider war.
But, despite all these international pleas, what happens if the situation escalates? If those calls for restraint fail, what is actually at stake?
Section 3. The Global Security Stakes.
Military experts and analysts are currently reaching a definitive consensus. The situation remains highly sensitive. And when analysts use a word like sensitive, they mean the environment is exceptionally volatile. It is incredibly vulnerable to even the slightest miscalculation by either side.
They've actually mapped out a pretty clear escalation pipeline for us. Step 1, a breakdown in restraint leads to further military escalation. Step 2, this triggers serious consequences that deeply destabilize the Middle East. And Step 3, those regional fires rapidly morph into direct threats against global security. This is exactly why a localized issue suddenly matters to everyone.
Because the stakes are that high, governments worldwide are keeping a constant watch. As new information continuously emerges, this remains a highly fluid scenario. It's forcing the entire international community to adapt their diplomatic strategies in real time.
Which leaves us with one final, huge question to ponder. Can diplomatic solutions prevent severe consequences for global security? It's a pretty stark reminder of the immense fragility of our global equilibrium. As this story continues to develop, be sure you're seeking out verified updates and keep a close eye on these shifting dynamics. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer.